3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome to the Forex Friday recap, April 18th. Is that right? Yes, it is. 2025. Probably one of the weirdest price action movements, certainly last night, but really in the past week, that I've seen in a long time. I don't know what's going on. It's acting really weird. Wait till I show you this price action on NZD last night. It's so obvious that they're manipulating the crap out of all of it, but certainly NZD right now. I don't even know what this pattern means. I mean, it's literally came to a pinprick point on the chart. It's just from a little bit of movement down to a pinprick point. I mean, here it is Friday. This is Easter weekend, right? So, I don't know, I guess they all these bankers decided they're not going to do anything except jack with New Zealand dollar. So, you're looking at some closures last night. This is the free signal. You know that we are stuck in NZD CAD. Just absolutely stuck. The price movement, which is what I'm about to show you, is the likes that I've never seen in my life. A level of obvious manipulation and then pure nothingness all at once. So the recovery bot is doing its best, and it's doing a really good job. It's closed down. And here's what you got to look at. It says that it's a net profit closure of $21.50, but you got to look at what it's closed. It's certainly closed more than that. So it's closing, see, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades down with partial closures of profit and loss, and it's coming up with a net profit. So it's doing really, really well. Let's take a look at, you know what? Let me think what the best way to show you this is. Probably zoom in a little bit here. So here's what's going on. It looks a little bit different. We're looking at NZD CAD here, but we're also in another test trade that we were doing in my series called the Random Trader Series. We're in NZD Swiss, NZD CHF, and the price action is jacked up. But look at what they did here. A massive drop, and what's interesting is the drop that you'll see on, I believe, NZD CHF is just absolutely batshit crazy. So we'll look at that. But look at this here. So a massive drop, which is, it doesn't drop like that without massive bank manipulation. I mean, if you look at every other candle is 10% of what that candle is. And they jacked it, pushed it really hard down like that. And now look at it here. It's obviously in a range. But it's coming to like a point here where here it is Friday morning. They're like, all right, we're done. Like, just massive, massive manipulation. And what's interesting is we do need it. If we want to recover faster, we need the price action to be downward as opposed to upward. That's just kind of my gut feeling based off of the past movement of NZD CAD. Let's see if I was right before we even go look at it. If I have it up here, NZD CHF. NZD CHF. Of course I don't. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait till I go look at that particular account. In fact, we'll go to the pause here. I'm going to go look at that particular account. It is this one right here. Let me look at the chart real quick, and then I'll bring it up and share it with you. Yeah, it's very similar. A lot of it has to do with, just give me a second here. A lot of it has to do with what pricing, what time frame. My mobile's just acting really weird. I guess we can kind of look at it this way. So NZD CHF, we were just looking, like, here is that NZD drop right here. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. We were looking at the 30-minute. Look at this massive drop right here. And then they're like, okay, we're done for the week. It's literally moved down to a pinprick area here that where nothing is going on. So it's over. Doesn't mean they couldn't plan another big move today, but it's probably over in terms of the amount of movement we're going to get. So, not a lot to look at here. We are in recovery. Now, what I just jumped to, because that's the trade that we're in, is this the random trader series, where I had entered a trade, a random entry, and more so for educational purposes, just to show you here's the thinking. And our numbers are this. I'll run through it real quick, but we essentially jumped into a random sell trade at 3.5. It gave us a nearly 4,000% margin level. It went against me, so I scaled into another sell at 3.5. You can see the recovery system has closed down a little bit of that. And the recovery system has placed this hedge right here, right? And then it's doing these outer trades here. So we scaled in. That brought us down to about 1,200% margin level. And if I said if it got below 1,000 margin level, I would put the recovery system on it. It got down to like 850, like real fast. So I put the recovery system on it, and it's doing its thing. It has, look at all these closures. It's still ending in a net profit, even though it's taking losses. Partial closes on profit, partial closes on losses, and the mathematics, the profit is working out. So, yeah, that's my point behind this is the crazy manipulation. You can't see it, but there's a candle wick down here on yesterday's New York market close. That is a massive manipulation right at basically what do I want to call that? Maybe the closure gap in between the two markets. Gave it a little kind of psych out, push up, and then absolutely dropped it through the floor. That is manipulation. That is not normal. That is not normal. But we're in the midst of it, and we're getting to see that moment in time where we are literally in the one currency pair that is being manipulated around the world. The rest of what we have going on here, gold last night went into its gold trades and closed its gold profits immediately. So right now, as far as profit and loss, it's just showing, no closure for the day. It's because it happened so fast yesterday. So not really much to look at there. Let's jump ahead and look at a few of these bots that I recommend. And the first one we will jump into is the Grid Trader. This is also very indicative of what the market is doing. So let's take a look at this. I'll show you first before I get into it. It is this one right here. So we're trading the grid trading robot. that if you're a subscriber, license holder, you have access to all of these different bots that you can run directly on your account. I give you the custom settings and, of course, all the support you need to make sure that it's working for you. So this is working right now. Grid trading, I've said this yesterday, this is a great time in the market where the price is going nowhere. It's sideways, a little bit up, a little bit down. That's great for grid trading, and a grid trader is going to be profitable. But look at this. I actually yesterday, during yesterday's live, clicked the button and activated this grid trader, so it went into an immediate buy and a sell. It has only moved up a little bit higher and a little bit lower and entered. So it's in 2 buys, 2 sells. So it's not trying to hedge itself, but just by chance it's hedged right now. But the fact that we go to history and there's absolutely no closure means that that price, since we've entered yesterday, has went absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. GBP, JPY, you can look at the price action here. Let's look at a time frame that might be a little more. There you go. You can see this line here is New York closed yesterday, and here's the closed end of today. Look at what it's done. It's just rotated in this range here, and it's really rotated down to a very specific point in the middle of that range. So just no volume. I'm going to go ahead and attribute this to some. I'm just going to attribute it to the Easter Sunday holiday that's coming up. I think everybody just got excited and they went on vacation early. So I think that's what's going on. So maybe when the market opens up next week, which will probably be more like Tuesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, we'll get all of that volume that didn't get traded or dumped into the market today or this week at all. So nothing going on there, just kind of some sideways movement. Another thing to look at is our double hedge. Let me pull that up for you. That would be probably this one. Let's see if I got it right this morning. I did not. Let's try one more time. Yeah, here we go. So this is also indicative. It has went into a trade. I don't believe we've got nothing closed overnight. Like, that's pretty crazy for that not. And look how little. Normally these are one side or the other of this double hedge that is taken every night is typically quite a few $100s in profit, and then it takes that profit and then it waits for the one side or the other, whichever side is still open. It waits for that drawdown to reduce, and then it closes it, and it looks at the entire buy and sell basket as one trade, and it gets out at $100 profit. So this thing's just absolutely sitting here. GBP JPY has went absolutely nowhere. Nothing closed for the day, but looking back for the week, we're up $710.59. So this is a robot that you place directly on your account, directly on a virtual private server, Windows Cloud computer, and you run this directly on your MetaTrader 4 account. I give you the settings, give you the support for it. And the cool thing is, if you're a subscriber / a license holder, you have access to what I'm showing as far as robots. If a robot like this gets out of control, maybe you bid too much, maybe the market is no longer favorable for this double hedge robot, then you drop the auto recovery system on to that bot and you get yourself out of that trade and you move on to another recommendation, another automation, or turn the same one back on again. Just get back in the market. That is a pretty cool, flexible way to trade. I don't really believe, I think we just kind of ran through everything. Let me look down here. We looked at the hedge, we looked at random trader. Yeah, that's it. We can glance at one account that I have, which is in that NZD CAD, and this is a larger account, but just kind of give you an idea of the numbers. The automated recovery system is on this currency pair, as you may already know. I'm just looking to get out of it. It's going to look at this and you're going to be like, this is insane. Not really. $135,000 account with a $2,500 drawdown, that is pretty much locked in. It has been that for the entire week. It has closed a little bit. It's at a net profit of 96 cents, but that's not the point, because I'm like, at this point, I want out of the trade. I don't care if it's massively profitable. Typically, the recovery system that we use, it will pull you out. But look at this. It's closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. And these are all partial closes of what is open. And, you know, one thing I notice is that it's closing very little. It's because there's just very little movement. When I first started using this recovery system, I was like, man, this thing's too slow. It has to do with, typically, when you're putting recovery on a currency pair, it's a currency pair that is being massively manipulated. It's gone way off track of what would be normal. And of course you don't realize that, or you don't really go into recovery on a trade or a basket of trades until after it's really pushed. So the banks will manipulate the daylights out of it. Huge candle, move it one direction or the other, and then it just sits there. It goes sideways. So that's when you're typically putting auto recovery on, and you're going to feel like, oh, this isn't working. It's the price action that works the system. So you have to have price action. Sometimes you just have to sit there for days, if not weeks, before that currency pair starts being paid attention to again from the market makers and moving it enough one way or the other to be able to get out. That's the reality of what we're looking at here. So, but you know, this is looking good. It feels good. It's protected. My margin level percent is through the roof. There's absolutely zero worries there. So that's it for Friday, April 18th. As far as the overall algorithm, I'll glance at it, but since we're looking at the actual algorithm itself, the profit or closure won't be too impressive, but we'll be able to look at it for what the market is doing. It is right here. I haven't looked at this yet, but this is my main full algorithm. $104 in drawdown. That's going to be mostly the NZD CAD, and just look at it down there. Just NZD CAD, absolutely stuck, and a few pairs, GBP, Euro, AUD. Yeah, not a lot going on as far as closure. $13.50. This is the algorithm, so that would be a scalable net profit. You're not just making $13.50 a day with my system. You certainly can do a lot more than that. You're going to scale it up or down, but you're going to scale it up for your account. From the feed, there is no scaling down, but you can scale down in the sense of not taking as many trades. And or if you're trading the full algorithm or any trades from my algorithm, you also have the ability to put the recovery system right on it. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. That is the Friday recap. Not a lot going on. Holiday weekend. I believe there's no trading on Monday, or most of the markets will be closed. I'm guessing at that, but I believe that's the case. We'll see. Even if there's trading on Monday because of Easter Sunday, even if there's trading, there won't be very much volume. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. I'll be in the group, fxwithterry.com. Come join us. Start learning this from a very easy standpoint, even just randomly entering, or more importantly, open up your account, put an automated bot on it, and let it do its thing. You have complete control with my system. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
Smart investors are flocking to the FX with Terry automated trading system. This is 100% fully automated Forex trading. This intelligent AI trading algorithm works for you 24 hours per day. Daily live results and nothing but net profit. No other system comes close to the automated profit potential of this system. Start trading for free today with 100% help and support by visiting fxwithterry.com and plug into the profit-making potential. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Join the top 10% of traders that are winning every day through automation. fxwithterry.com is your path to Forex trading success.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.